Welcome back to the channel. I am the Lady of the Throne Divine Astrology, where God dwells within me as me. So, first and foremost, before I get started today, I just want to say thank you to all of those people out there who support me, who honor me, who respect me, who love me, who show love toward me, who show support toward me, who is humble under God, everyone who is always constantly in prayer, everyone who has faith, everyone who believes. Um, Thank you for believing, but also I see you, I understand, I feel your energy, I acknowledge you, I appreciate you, and I do love you. Because if you believe, then that is really all you need to do for salvation. That is all you need to do to make it. That's all you need to do is continue thriving, continue honoring, continue respecting the kingdom of heaven, and continue believing. So, thank you all for being that way toward me, being that way toward the kingdom of heaven, being that way toward the Son of God, being that way toward everything that is the universe. So I just wanted to get that out of the way before I get started today to say thank you. But today, I just feel called to bring forth some messages at this time, and it's sad because I'm seeing a lot of weakness, and I've seen it since the beginning of these people formulating their agendas and their plans, their schemes, their trickery, their bribes, and their lies. I have seen a weakness in this area for some time, and when it first kicked off, I saw weakness, and I see it even more now. There is something moving in the atmosphere of these people, and it's something that they don't realize that is what's overcome them and what is controlling them. See, a lot of people were tricked to think that whatever they had decided to join into, whatever they decided to agree with, whatever they decided to believe or to go with, they were being tricked, and they didn't realize they were being tricked. These are people who decided to do things based off of who they know or what was being said. Some of these people are connected to very high crime groups that they don't reveal to you that they're involved in. Some of these people are involved with political figures. Some of these people can be involved with corrupt organizations. There's a lot of people that are involved in really horrible things, and they have been doing things behind the scenes that have been hurting a lot of people, and also while simultaneously trying to cover up the things that they are doing, as well as cover up a lot of people's truths at the same time. The thing is, they don't want people to know the truth. So when you have people who don't want people to know a truth, that means that they're going to get involved with a lot of people in order to get more people involved to twist and fabricate the stories. It's all based off of lies. It's all based off of something very demonic and satanic that's happening, that is moving all of these people to do these things, to innocent people, to godly people, to believers. And if you are a believer, and if you are a good person, and you love God, and you really honor the kingdom of heaven in a real way, then you may have eyes to see the deception. You may have already called it out. You may not stand for that. You may have too much integrity in order to go along with the mind games, the trickery, and the sorcery, because it is sorcery involved. This is something that you have to understand. There's a such thing as witches and warlocks walking the planet who have no real purpose, but they find a purpose in hurting or trying to fabricate the life and story of a legend, or maybe a believer, or maybe a God-fearing man or a holy woman. There are some people who join together to do things just for that, so that people will not know your truth. So there is a lot of people who have done this. And as an example, let me give you guys a little example, because it's really childish. And really, when you really think about it, they're not really getting anywhere with what they're doing. Even though they may feel like it's fun or it's funny to do, they're not really getting anywhere. Let me give you guys an example of what I mean by this and how silly and stupid this is. So a quick example. I have like different things that I create. Okay, I create sacred things to help people manifest what they want, their desires. I also get creative because this is something that I love to do. It's a passion of mine. And this is the thing. These types of people, these groups, these people who like to manipulate and trick other people to think something different. If I were not Isis, if I were not a goddess, if I were not who I say I am, and if I were not who these people told you I am, and if I were not they know, but the goal for these people is to make other people not know. But if I were not, would you be snooping around in a recipe book for my products? Would you be snooping around unauthorized, looking into things that I do creatively if I were not me? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's people who know what they're a part of, they know what they're connected to, but they don't want other people to know. So instead, they're going to try to make it look like they don't know who you really are, and they're going to try to make some type of joke or whatever it is. But if that's what Satan has you doing, then that's weak. I'm telling you right now, that's weak. See, the weakness in these people who want so bad to try to have power, control, and to try to manipulate the masses is so weak. The game, if that's the game, then it is a weak game. Because the thing is, what are you looking for? Are you trying to get? I mean, the only thing that's going to come out of it is inspiration. Maybe you're going to get a creative idea yourself and start doing something yourself, right? Maybe you're going to find some type of healing from it. But there's nothing that's wrong that's being done, nothing that's wrong that's being put out on my end. But when you have demonic forces working against you because they're connected to demonic forces, they're going to try to force and manipulate the masses to think otherwise. Meanwhile, the material that they're using to do this have no substance because there's nothing to talk about. Meanwhile, what's happening is they're putting energy into the thing itself, so that thing has an opportunity now to grow and blossom. Because if that's what they don't realize, it's like, are you guys serious? Like, let me tell you, I still work a 9 to 5, right? And I work with someone who, she gave me a gift for my birthday, right? Now, it was a candle. So the ingredients are the oils, the fragrances in the candle were fragrances that I had in mind, that I wrote down in my book, my personal book, that nobody has access to see unless you're stealing or you're sneaking, right? So thank God I didn't make it already, right? But this is what I'm saying. Ancient Egyptians have been excavated since the beginning. People have copied us since the beginning. People have mimicked us since the beginning. Everybody in the world wanted to be us because they were not like us. So what's happening right now is really and truly nothing new to me. So it may seem as if I don't know what you're doing when you do it, because I choose not to say anything, but it's because I already know what you're on. And be careful when you do certain things, because some things may just be a trap for me to solidify my own intuition about what I know about you. And see, when you do it and you respond to what I already know, there's going to be no room for you to lie about me not knowing, because you're going to prove it. So that's the thing about satanic, demonic groups, gangs, and mobs. That's the thing about people like that. They will get together and do certain things because so and so has a certain amount of money involved. People that they feel like they respect, even though I don't respect, because they don't respect me. But the whole time they're not realizing that you guys are in competition with yourselves. Your only track, your only way that you're thinking is in on an earthly type of level, where the only thing that the kind of power that these people are greedy for is like money and fame, things that they feel like if they hold back from me, it's going to make me feel horrible. That's the kind of ways that these people think. Meanwhile, my riches are always going to be with me because of who I am, not because of who I know, and not because of what I've decided to do in this lifetime or not. Not realizing that they're sitting here ignoring the secrets of the secret societies that have enlightened them a little bit about who I am. But instead, you guys have taken this and you've tried to twist it, and you've tried to see if you can make it not true. How can you make something not true that is true? It's in the blood. It's in the origins. It's in heaven. It's already written in the stars. My name is all over the universe. So no matter what you do to try to make it not be what it really is, everyone knows what it is. You have hundreds of spiritual YouTubers, and all they talk about is my life. If that's not a goddess, I don't know what is. You have musicians about my life, singing about my life. If that is not a goddess, I don't know what is. You have movie directors inspired by my life. If that is not a goddess, I don't know what is. You have organizations that I've never stepped foot into who already know me. If that is not a goddess, I don't know what is. You have so many people from city to city, coast to coast, state to state, country to country who knows who I am. If that is not a goddess, I don't know what is. You have people in high, quote unquote, high positions in society who you guys deem to be like that, right? You have people like that who know me, who watch me, who monitor, who listen, who are inspired, who are influenced, who are guided by me. If that is not a goddess, I don't know what is. So the game that you play when you try to pretend like it's not what it is never going to hurt me. You know why? Because everything around me says that this is what it is. And if you don't like it, that's all on you. Because remember, I can determine your fate. And you have seen it back to 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 back. By simply you deciding to do what you do determines your life. I have nothing to do with that. It's never about how I treat you. It's about how you treat me. But I'm so humble, and I just let everyone live their lives. Everyone has free will. I don't try to change. I don't try to control nobody. I'm very loving, and I'm super down to earth. I don't do anything to pick with others. I don't do anything wrong to hurt people. I don't sit out like every day and think about something to say or something to do to make someone feel some type of way, but they all want to do it. And the reason why they're doing it is mainly because of who is connected. These people have not done the things that they do today in the past. You know why? The reason why they do it now is because certain people got involved. And those people who got involved are certain people who they got involved only because certain other people got involved who told them what was going on. And then they tried to steal from me. They tried to hide things from me. They tried to do every satanic thing and somehow feel like they're right. Why? Why do you feel like you deserve something that was never yours? Meanwhile, you come to me or you send others to me with trickery, games, and some type of manipulation that's only going to end up being you and the people you send and the scenarios you set up and the situations you bring toward me is all going to end up in a nicely packed grave with you. Because God is not playing when it comes to heaven and hell. See, human beings want so bad to have some type of control that they never were deemed to have. They like to see if something is going to work. And all I have been seeing is these corrupt individuals work day in and day out strategizing things. They do so many things on a daily basis. The devil moves from person to person to person to person because certain people are involved. But you have to understand, those people that are involved with this, whether they're celebrities or whoever they are who you guys look up to, first of all, you don't worship false idols. Those are false idols. Your celebrities that you love me. Those people that you praise me. Those people that you're inspired by are inspired by me. I am the celebrity for the celebrities. So the thing is, there's really nothing for me to really be controlled by or inspired by or manipulated by. Because when it comes to a human being, that will never happen for me. How could that be so if you're the influence, the inspiration, and the source for everyone? I don't care what type of company, I don't care how much the company makes. I don't care who the people are that are connected. I don't care who is who and what is what, and I don't care. Because everything down to its core comes back to a source that is outside of human understanding. And the most elite, quote unquote, people in this world, they understand the spiritual world better than average people. So a lot of things that they have created, they have made, they have done, they have constructed, have sacred codes involved. And they know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone wants to play this game of hiding their source. You all are playing cheeky and stingy and selfish with your source, where you get everything from. It's like, oh, I found out the secret to this and I'm not going to tell anybody. But did you not pay attention to the fact that everyone around you in your particular industry is doing the same thing from that same source? But everyone's like going crazy, going insane about this whole thing. And some of you have even gotten bold enough to do the things that you have done. But the reason why I sit here and I just watch you all do it is because I know exactly how you were created. I know exactly how you're going to be taken out, and I know exactly how long it's going to be. I don't have anything to say to human beings when they do the silly things that they do, because I know that you do not know. I know your ignorance. I know it. So why would I have anything to say? And for those of you who are involved in groups, like cult like groups, who think that you know so much, remember, you have a source that you're finding things out from. That you have these people that have written books and stored away in these secret places. They had a source too, even in BC, AD. And when it comes to outsmarting that source, you cannot